can't even be ugly in peace in 2024? Okay, let me tell you something. I know guys, right? I mean, I don't call people ugly, but they're not winning any beauty pageants anytime soon. You know those people? Yo, I know this like one guy, okay? Did I ever tell you guys this story? Okay. So there's this like I have a friend and she's like she's a very cute girl, okay? Like she's a cute girl. She plays video games. She's in a band. She plays the bass, you know. She's just very cute, very cool. I love her. She's great. This guy had a huge crush on her, but he was not conventionally attractive. He was a guy who absolutely refused to work on himself. And when I say that, I mean, it's not just like, you know, it's not just, it goes beyond not going to the gym. He wouldn't even like properly finish school. He didn't have a job. He studied like a major and then decided he didn't want it and then he would switch. So he was in school for like a long ass time, okay? Because he just kept switching majors. Never finished it and then he dropped out eventually. But let me tell you something. So this friend and I, we were talking in like our group chat, just publicly on our group chat, right? We were making plans to go to like a nearby mall. We were like, yeah, we should go out shopping and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. So we met up at the mall. Guess who shows up? It's the guy. He shows up. He doesn't talk to us, okay? We know what he looks like by face. We know what he looks like by appearances, but like he doesn't approach us. He doesn't talk to us or anything. So we're like, okay, kind of weird. We're just gonna move on, you know? We're just gonna walk away. So we're walking to like all the stores and whatnot, and we're just shopping, right? And he is following us from behind, but he's keeping a distance from us. Eventually, it got so uncomfortable to the point, right? Both me and my friend, we decided to like, you know, hide out in the bathroom. There were like seats in the bathroom, so it was one of the nice ones, okay? So we were in the bathroom for I think like an hour and a half, just chatting, you know. Maybe 2 hours, we were just talking and whatnot. Just take a quick peek outside. He's still there. He's standing outside of the women's bathroom waiting for us. It was mad uncomfortable, dude. So eventually we actually also made plans to watch a movie, so we had to leave the bathroom to go and like to go for a movie, right? Like nothing else can be done. So we go, and then this guy just awkwardly follows us along still. And it's like, yeah, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, don't do that. So it was just mad and comfy. Absolutely hated it. And later, you know, my friend is so uncomfortable about the entire thing that when we get home, right, she was going to tell him that his actions were uncomfortable. We're just really like uncomfortable. And I was in the call with her because she needed like the moral support. And then he just starts going off and she's like, you need to not do that because it's very uncomfortable and like it makes me feel, you know, it makes me feel bad. And this guy just goes, women don't know how to appreciate real men anymore. And like, if you could look past my looks, you'd see that I'm actually a really good guy. If you gave me a chance, you'd understand I'm a nice person. And we were like, bro. And you wanna know something? I've met this guy IRL like 3 to 5 times in a group setting. He's always worn the same shirt. It's a white shirt with a stain on it. It's always the same shirt. We know because it's the same stain. It's the same shirt. Maybe it's part of the design. Maybe this guy just looked at the shirt and said, oh yeah, you know what? This one's perfect. I'll take like 50 of them. I just think that like, you know, it's very, for lack of like a better word, I think it's very lazy. If you're genuinely like trying to impress a girl, right? The least you can do is wear a clean shirt. We eventually stopped talking to him because he got very upset over being rejected, which is like understandable. Of course, you know, you're upset about being rejected and whatnot, right? He was so mad about it. He was so salty about it. It was just uncomfortable. It was like insanely bad. He was like cursing and swearing at like everybody, you know? Just being like, fuck you guys, women just don't like men. They only want to date, rich guys. The only reason why women don't want me is because I'm not rich, you know? He started saying stuff like that. And you know what's the thing? The shit thing is that the server, right, was mostly girls. Cause it was like originally like my friend group, like my girlfriend group server. And then we started adding like the everyone's like, you know, like everyone's like partners, you know, whatever, just adding like friends, partners in. So it was mostly girls. And you know what's the thing? He was like basically saying that like all girls want are like rich men and they won't give a chance to like anyone else. And we were like, bro, graduate from school first and then we'll talk. Get a job and then we'll talk. He was like 24, living off of his parents, which, you know, no shame in that. If your parents are willing to support you at the age of 24, I guess. I mean, no, actually, full shame on that. Like, graduate from school already, dude. You want recognition. You insist that women won't give you a chance if you're not rich. But you are not setting yourself on the path to become rich. You don't have a job. You are floundering in education. What do you expect? What do you want? The thing about it was that this guy, right, at the age of 24, I'm kind of shaming him a little bit. But at the age of 24, his job, his so-called job, right, was ranking League of Legends accounts. His so-called job was play like smurfing. Okay, so what he would do is he would play their accounts and he'd rank them up to like diamond or challenger or whatever. Oh yeah, he was boosting accounts. That's the term for it. That was his job. Okay, and we were like, bro, not everything has to do with like money or stuff like that. Like, the reason why she doesn't want to date you is because you're creepy. It's because when we go out as a friend group, you don't talk to any of us. You just stalk us from a distance. That's the number one thing. That's the number one reason why she even told him that he makes her uncomfortable. Like, barring aside the fact that he doesn't take care of himself, barring the fact that like, you know, his shirts are kind of gross. It's the fact that like when we go out as a friend group, you don't talk to any of us. One time we were going to a cafe. We decided to go to a cafe, like one of those Insta cafes. That was very cute. He just randomly shows up and he waits outside of the cafe for us to come out. And I remember, I distinctly remember going out of the cafe and like asking him, "Do you want to come in and sit with us? You know, like what are you doing out here?" And he goes, "No, it's okay." And he just waits for us outside of the cafe. Most of us are like, we're not like, we're kind of like pushovers, you know? So it's just not, we just didn't feel comfortable kicking him out. It wasn't until he went on that whole like really like big tirade about how women are all gold diggers, then we kicked them out. But yeah, like it was just, but it was so bizarre. Like our interactions with him were so bizarre. You want to know what's one of the things that he said to us? No, one of the things that he said to me that really bothered me? I was trying to be very polite and I was trying to include him in like the conversations, right? When I talked to him, right? And this was at a group outing that he showed up at, by the way. Nobody kind of like invited him or anything specifically. No one went, you know, at this guy, "Do you want to come along?" He just shows up. So he's there, sitting by himself, not talking. So out of politeness, I ask him, just to be polite, just small talk, right? And he goes, "Haha, if you keep talking to me, people are gonna think I'm your boyfriend." And I was like, no. So then I didn't talk to him after that. Because what the fuck does that even mean? Like, on God, what does that even mean? I don't understand. I don't want to understand. So I didn't talk to him after that because I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? Apparently in that guy's mind, if a man talks to me, that they are your boyfriend. There is no in between. There is only they are your boyfriend if they talk to you. I'm surprised he didn't chase you. No, he wanted my friend. That's why he his eye was on the prize. He wasn't looking at anyone else. It was very much fuck everyone else. I only want her, you know? Like, it's not like anyone wants to be mean to him. It's just that he says stuff that's so off-putting, right? That was so off-putting that I was like, that everyone was like, "Oh, you know, talking to this guy is kind of a pain." You're the backup bitch. I was. You have no idea, okay? I've had guys tell me shit like, you know, if things don't work out, you and I can date. And I'm like, bro, I'm just being nice to you. Stop. Deadass, you wanna know what a guy said to me? "Your looks are up to standard, but your personality's a bit manly. So if things don't work out between me and this other girl, I could consider it." And I was like, "I'm not considering it. The fuck are you talking about, you piece of shit?" And you want to know what's the best part? Do you want to know why this guy said my personality? You want to know why this guy said my personality is manly? Okay? Because get this. The reason why my personality is manly Okay, I need you guys to hold on to. Okay, if you have a table or whatever, hold on to your fucking table. Hold on to your pillow, your chair, whatever the fuck. Hold on to it. My personality is manly because I play Yorick top. Yep, my personality is manly because I play Yorick top. I died internally. I died. My eyes glazed over. I was like, I dissociated so hard in that moment. I was like, I was in another fucking planet. Let me tell you something. The only reason why I have so many cringe stories is because nearly all of my what is it, hobbies from when I was like younger, right? Like, I was a cosplayer. You meet so many weirdos when you're cosplaying. I played League of Legends. You meet so many weirdos in League of Legends, you know? I do this to myself. I pick the cringiest of communities, and I'm like, this looks like fun. I'm gonna join this community. And then I meet all the weirdos, and I'm like, wow, why am I meeting so many weirdos? It is literally because I find weird people.